guys, welcome back to Inside Gaming's extended coverage here at Gamescom 2012. We're here with our friend Jean-Maxi. We're checking out Remember Me. Well, we're not checking it out because you just revealed it, correct?
That we just did at Gamescom.
Yes, I remember we saw it on the docket. It said unannounced Capcom title, and you guys revealed it during your press conference. And I have a lot of questions because all we have right now is the trailer. I guess my biggest question is, what is the story and what is going on?
So Remember Me is a third-person action-adventure game for the PS3, 360, and PC. And in it, you play as Nilin. And Nilin is an elite memory hunter. She has the power to break into your mind and steal your memories, as well as change them, remix them, and see how that can change the world. She has had her own memory erased, and she embarks on a quest to get it back.
Yeah, from what we saw just a small glimpse of what's happening in this world, but definitely has a cyberpunk feel. It seems to be, I don't know, it's like a Luc Besson film mixed with modern day video games. I don't know how I can do any proper description of what it is. But overall, how will the overall game play out? Is there a mix of combat, puzzles, or is it mostly combat upgrade system? What take are you guys taking on the game right now?
Sure. So basically, the core of the game is a very well anchored third-person action-adventure recipe. So there's 50% action with a lot of combat and boss fights as well. And then we have 50% adventure with more traversals, exploration, puzzles, and on top of that, kind of well-known recipe, we add the crazy stuff, and that's where the memory remix comes in. That's where other innovation that I can't talk about just right now comes in, and that I'll be very happy to talk about in the near future. There are no RPG elements. There is a sense of hero progression, but there are no upgrades or RPG elements. We're a very story-driven game, and first and foremost, we're telling her story.
Very cool. And I want to go take a step back to the genesis of the idea of Remember Me. How long ago did you actually start working on the game? When was it pitched to Capcom, and when did you guys actually start production on the title?
Okay, sure. So we started working on it while we were actually still working on our regular jobs back then in 2007, and we were just meeting in fancy Parisian bars to have a drink and talk about creating our own company. So that started in 2007. That was 5 years ago, and we founded the company in 2008. But that was only 5 people, which is less people than in this room right now, and you don't create a game with that many people, however talented you may be. So we had to grow the company from 5 to 100 today, and that took us a long time, and we really wanted to get it right and to have the right people. So all in all, the game has really been in production for the past 2 years. We created some fair amount of buzz last year at Gamescom when we came and just talked about the concept and showed some concept art. Had some pretty good feedback in the press. Publishers came back to the table, and Capcom was, the most positive and the most respectful also of the game, and it was a perfect match.
Very cool. Well, I think that's a really awesome story because it sounds like a labor of love of what you guys are doing. It sounds like something you really want to make. How much? So it's been in production for a while. How much longer do you guys have to go? Do you have a set release date yet?
Yes, we are releasing in May next year, 2013.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming here. I can't wait to see more of the game. I know all we have is the trailer right now, but I look forward to your media blitz for the next year or so.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate it.